craft brews and casual conversations. 'Tis the final episode of Dudes with Brews on a Porch for 2023. Hey-o.
I was worried there for a second.
It is a day of the sun. It is a day similar to all the other ones that we've ever experienced in our life. And, well, Rob is here. I am here. And we're going to talk some bullshit. It's Dudes with Brews on a Porch.
Cue it up.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with Brews on a Porch with Rob and Drew.
All right, Rob. It's early on a Sunday, on the final day of 2023, December 31st. We're drinking coffee again. And I got to say, I haven't switched up my coffee game since the last time we did coffee.
You're still on the true value, great value.
Great Value Donut Shop is always the go-to. Every once in a while, I'll step it up and be a little bougie, but let's face it, I'm a baller on a budget. That stuff gets expensive. Like if you go for,
I suppose I should see what I got quick.
yeah, if you go ahead. If you go for gourmet coffee, you're usually dropping anywhere between like $15 and $20. And I gotta say, that's just not the everyday man's coffee, everyday person's coffee. You gotta go with the cheap shit when you're just grinding it out in life. Not everybody can go to the store all the time and just be like, here's $20 for only a mere pound of coffee beans. And I say we gotta.
But you get more out of that pound than you do for
Yeah.
most things that you. But you're gonna be upset by this probably.
What, you got Folgers?
No, I'm drinking from Amazon Fresh.
Amazon Fresh,
Uh,
like the website,
yes.
the marketplace. They have their own coffee.
They have coffee. It's Columbia medium roast.
All right.
Well balanced and smooth, but what you're going to be mad about is that I did not buy this coffee.
Damn, man, you really live the life.
Whatever will I do?
How-
It will ruin me financially if I start having to pay for all these things.
How do you stumble upon free bags of coffee? How do you get that? Your roommate bought it?
It's called positivity, Drew. It's called letting the universe do its thing. Come to me. I am a god, and everybody around me is just here for my benefit.
I still see the goatee is present.
It is. I was gonna trim it. I don't think I'm a god, people. Just can we lay off on?
You are the god. You're the god of the goatee.
Yeah, can that not be the title?
I mean,
Yeah, I see your smile.
Bobby, the god. Bob, the god of the goatee. I kind of like it. But here we are. It's the final day of 2023. We're gonna kind of do the stereotypical things that everybody else does at this time of the year. There's two roads you can go in the podcasting world. I feel like around this time of the year. One, it's like a best of. I don't got the time. I don't got the patience. I can't pull clips. I'm not doing that. We're not taking that.
Really,
road.
just listen to the last 4 episodes.
Right. And then the other road is to talk about New Year's resolutions. Of course, we can do a little in memoriam, talk about all the celebrities that we've lost this year. And I honestly, I'm looking at these lists, Rob, and we can just jump into the in memoriam. So let's a little silence and moment of silence for our fallen people. Okay. I was surprised. I remember some of these people passing away, but then I'm just like, man, that was this year. I thought
It
that
feels like it was a
last
long
year.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, like some of the more recent ones, Matthew Perry passed away. That one's we're gonna remember. Old Chandler Bing from Friends. He was in the whole 9 yards. He was in the whole 10 yards. He was in some other things as well. But Matthew Perry passed away in his house in a hot tub. Sounds
like an okay way to go, I guess.
I think they released a toxicology report, and I think he had some things. I don't really know. He struggled with addiction. It's actually really sad. He seemed like a relatively good dude, but he passed away. Do you remember anybody that passed away?
Did Cher pass away this year?
She's still alive.
Then no, I don't think.
Is Cher
I don't think I do. I don't pay attention. I don't pay a lot of attention to this stuff, and it's there's gonna be like when you hear people talk about like famous people that die that really affected them. There's not many that I've had to deal with that way, where it's like them passing away really like got me down or like because they're people I don't know. I enjoy their work. So it's like, but there will be some coming down the pipeline where I'll have to question those things. The people that actually like motivated me to be a different type of person.
For sure. Is Cher the ultimate coug?
No, but I think her mom was. I saw. I was scrolling through Insta and I saw a picture of her mom. So that's the only reason why I say that now.
Burt Bacharach died this year. I didn't even know that. February 8th. 94 years old. Huh?
Who's Burt Bacharach? Who is that?
Really? The Grammy, 6-time Grammy winner, won an Oscar. He had cameos in the Austin Powers movies. What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. Or he has a song with Elvis Costello. I'm Never Gonna Fall in Love Again. You don't know that shit? What the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, I know that song. I just don't. It's like it's not something that made me go and look up the name of the guy that was doing it.
Why don't you get cultured a little bit? You're out there in Hollywood land, Hollyweird. You're with the elite. You're with all these bougie motherfuckers. Get with it, dog. Shame on you, Burt Bacharach.
No, shame on. You know what I started while I was doing my laundry today and things like that. Getting stuff ready for when I have to leave after this. I was watching a World War I documentary.
Of course you were.
And it made because it makes you take stock of a lot of things. These are people that are on their last day, not their last day of the year. These are people's letters and perspectives from a shitty situation that won't see tomorrow most likely. And it's a good way to put things in perspective for the new year, I think. But yeah, Burt Bacharach. Okay. But we've got. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's just how I started my day. I've been getting back into the documentaries again, and the World War I ones especially. For some reason, they call my name.
Well, they didn't have podcasts back then, so they don't get an in memoriam from us. Okay. Jeez, don't they have a wall or something? Anyways. Back to what's important, Rob. The celebrities that passed away.
Let's keep it rolling. Yeah, the things that matter.
This one does matter. Bob Barker passed away.
Bob Barker, I do recall that, but that one seems like it was a while ago too. It seems like
August.
That would be. Was he? It's like that's and what they waited until right after he passed away to take The Price is Right out of his studio.
What?
Well, the Price is Right. Always filmed in Burbank.
Not anymore.
Always filmed on the Bob Barker stage, which probably became the Bob Barker stage either after he left the show or while he was still there for its long run. But yeah, they moved it to Glendale now.
Damn. Wow, he passed away. The great Bob Barker. I didn't know of this one.
Can we just say real quick for get your pets spayed and neutered?
Yes.
All right.
Drew Carey doesn't say it.
Bob.
Drew Carey doesn't
From
say
one
it
Bob
like
to
the
another
good way,
He doesn't say it anymore?
He says it, but it just doesn't say it like good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, indeed. He doesn't say it good. Another person that passed away that I didn't know, well, it was actually on December 11th. Andre Brogger, something like that. He was on Homicide. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is what I know him from. He passed away. He was only 61 years old. That's pretty sad. That was not a good one. Tina Turner also passed away this year. Good old Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? All these people who are singing about love and questioning it died this year. What's the deal? What's Hollywood trying to do? The Illuminati.
They're trying to clearly kill love. Is that where we're going with this?
I think so. And last but not least, there's been a lot more people that have passed away, but these are the people we're going to highlight. One of the greatest Americans of all time. Let's just go let's just call a spade. He was a broadcaster, journalist, actor, producer, lawyer, and politician. The former mayor of Cincinnati, Jerry Springer, passed away this year, April 27th.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people, I would hope a lot of people when he passed away looked into his background, and you find out he was actually like a super interesting and good dude. Like it was some just derailed. I think we talked about this, but derailed by writing the check to the hand job place.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't know he was the former mayor of Cincinnati, and I didn't know he was an actual lawyer. He had that show, Judge Jerry, after it was post Jerry Springer, but he had a show where he was the judge. He's the thing, and like I guess he's got the legal chops, or I should say, he had the legal chops. So
he was like apparently a for the people politician. That like a scandal took him out of his political career and pushed him into an entertainment career.
I hope in 2024 we can do an in memoriam for all the shitty internet connections that we face each and every year. Half the time it's my fault, half the time it's your fault.
Yeah, 5G, man. It's great.
Let's crank it up.
Sorry,
to
I
6.
cut out there. I said not great, but the not got cut out.
Let's crank it up to 6. Why don't we?
Yeah, right. Bring on the 6.
So with the new year coming, Rob, let's talk a little resolution, shall we? Let's do like real resolutions. I've already started one of mine. Believe it or not. Guess what it is? We might have talked
growing
about
out your facial hair.
No. I am unsubscribing to all of the junk emails I get. Every single one. All the contests I've entered in my life and I put my personal email in it, I'm getting rid of those. I'm sick of looking at my inbox and seeing like 200 emails every single day of pure garbage. I'm unsubscribing. You can probably hear my kid crying in the background. Don't worry. An adult is with him, okay? Don't judge me. But I am unsubscribing to those. And I think that's a good
that is a good that's a healthy amount of time, I feel like.
I'm just kind of like, as they come up, I'm taking the time instead of just deleting them. I'm clicking the thing. I'm going down to unsubscribe, and I'm doing it. And it's,
you'll have to let me know how that works out, because I feel like unsubscribing is just a Fisher Price button that does nothing.
It's worked.
Except for goes like it has.
I haven't gotten any more emails from Old Navy.
That's good. I'm gonna have to follow suit with that, and at least unsubscribe to Alexia's emails about my genome project.
Yeah.
Because me and my brothers bought the like 23andMe or my terrible roots package from some genetic blood testing company for my dad, so that he could know where he's from and all that. And I get like 3 emails a day from this thing.
Really?
And it's 4 years. I'm not resubscribing. You've already taken my blood, or it's somebody's blood.
Somebody got something of your DNA. So that's one of my resolutions. Of course, continue to try to get in some sort of shape. Just keep doing what I'm doing, trying to eat better, trying to exercise more. That general BS, but I'm also trying to work on like, I want to get some like bigger arms. I don't want my noodles to just be out and about all the time. So outside of that, be a better person. Hopefully, continue to open my mind. So be a better person, and also get a new computer. That's
that should be the goal, really. I've been trying to save money, so we'll see if I can make that happen.
Rob, do you have some aspirations? I do want to read more and try to like just relax a little bit. But what do you got going on?
Not a big resolutions guy, but
But
I
make
do
some
want to. I'm just
now.
I have some. Jesus,
I'm
all
sorry.
right. I'm gonna ask a woman out this year at some point. That's a resolution.
Any specific one or just a woman?
I mean, I have one in mind I'd like to, but I don't want to start there. I'm gonna work my way.
What do you mean? Just go. She's gonna
start
say.
with a homeless person on the street.
No.
I'm gonna move up to random stranger, and then
She's gonna say yes. I know who you're talking about.
I don't think she will, and I think my computer's garbage.
What do you mean you don't think she will? Is this the same person we talked about already?
Yeah. I don't know. Part of my brain says I think she will, and part of my brain says you're a fucking idiot. And they battle about it.
Just do it.
So
what's the
I
worst
know
that can happen?
that's why I have to do it so that I can at least get that battle done in my head, like where it's like, all right, let it go. So that's a biggie for me, I think.
When's this gonna happen though? You can't wait. We're not waiting a year. This needs to have a due date. Assume like a near one. It can't be. It's got to be in the month of January that you do this. You're not gonna sit around and just like twiddle your thumbs and battle your fucking brain all year long, and then a year from today we're gonna be in the situation. You're like, God damn, I was meaning to get to that, and then
I was thinking May, but
May? Are you? That's no.
All the holidays are done by then,
End of January. I'll give you
right.
I'll give you post Valentine's Day.
No, I think I'll try and do it before Valentine's Day.
Good. I want you to
Get
have
it
a
out of the way.
Valentine. I'm sick of being yours every year, I give and give.
That hurts
and
me
I get,
a little bit,
and I get nothing in return.
That's true. That's because nobody buys me chocolates to give to you because I don't pay for things.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
How are you gonna manage this first date?
yeah,
Wait a minute.
Well,
a check.
I'll break the. So what do you want to split here or?
Oh, you got me covered, right? I'm progressive. You're gonna pay.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously there's. I'd like to get back into climbing more because I've kind of slacked on that. I've got some professional goals. The big one for me though is I got to get my paperwork in order. In terms of being an adult, there's some things I got to take care of in terms of go to the bank out here, maybe get get a California ID, those things. But the big one I guess would have to be like finish writing and film this short film. And that should happen in the next 6 months, assuming I want to spend my money on that instead of a computer.
I think you should do that. I mean, that's part of a reason why you moved across the country is to do this kind of stuff. So I think I would be okay if you allocated money towards that and not a computer. I mean, your computer's been doing okay up until today.
Today's been rough. Yeah, today's. I think it's given me the signals. But as I've established, I'm pretty bad at reading them. So
yeah, you sure
maybe
are.
not.
You never
I'll
know.
battle about that for a while.
Yeah, your brain's gonna tell you one thing, and then your heart's gonna tell you another. For that, this is another thing, another reason why recording during the day is not easy. I got my little man again.
Yeah, there's children all over the place.
Yeah, there's everywhere you go in my house, there's some kid, in somewhere. Oh, did you see that? He waved to you. How cute.
He did wave at me,
He
yeah.
did. Look
He's
at that.
getting to know me.
What a friendly little fellow. That's the man in the computer. Can you say, hi, Rob? Say hi.
Hi.
Yes! It took 3 appearances, but finally it got the high.
Yeah.
I feel sad for him because he can only see me, and I feel like most of my charm comes from what I say.
Maybe.
I tend to apologize to people that have to look at me.
Well, yeah. I think you're beautiful. That's okay. But all right. So those are your resolutions. I think they're attainable. Any predictions for 2024?
I think Elon Musk is going down. I think his stock is going to crumble.
Yeah.
I think I think I'd like to believe that there's going to be some type of revolt
Yeah.
against his companies. Is he the Tesla guy or is he the Amazon guy?
Tesla.
I meant the other guy, Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. You know what? I would like to see X go away. X is so shitty and so stupid now. Oh God.
What is X?
Twitter. Elon Musk
Oh,
bought
yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
and changed it to X, and then now this is a mess. This is what happens when you're the preferred parent.
I'm glad that we got that on recorded. On record? On mic. On the tape. We use tape, right?
Yes. This is
okay.
Tape. But yeah, I would like to see that go away. I mean, a lot of his advertisers are leaving anyways. So, I don't know.
Things like that don't go away though. I've found like there's enough vile people that keep it going, so
for sure. I think so if the NFL is indeed scripted, rigged,
it is.
Whatever you want to say, the Green Bay Packers will be on track to win the Super Bowl in 2025. So I think the start of the season, 2024 season is going to be great. They're going to win.
I think I actually said this recently, where it's like I think we'll be on track to have another Super Bowl if trends continue with the Packers in 3 to 5 years.
Well,
that's exactly what happened with Favre. That's what happened with Rodgers.
It'd be next year.
Is following. Yeah. Well, did Favre? It took him 3 or 4 years to get.
Rodgers, it was his second year as a starter that they won the Super Bowl.
What was that, 08?
No. Was it 08? No.
Or was it 2010?
I don't know. I was like,
this is not Packer Facts with Rob and Drew.
It was a while ago, but regardless, it was that's what it would be. I think you know what I think is going to happen in 2024? I think 2 groups of people are going to meet. And these are 2 groups of people that normally won't like each other, that don't get along, don't see eye to eye, are always at odds, and whatever other cliches I can think of. I think there's gonna be a battle, a brutal battle, and then at one point in time, they're just gonna look up and they're gonna say, "Why are we doing this? The world is so small in the grand scheme of things." There's a million of these situations happening right now all across the universe. And we need to understand that we are nothing. We've always been nothing. We'll always be nothing. Everything we do in life, meaningless. And then they just stop, and then world peace begins. And then everyone's going to be like, wow, we're really bored.
I don't mean to call back to what I was talking about earlier, but that happened 105 years ago.
Mm-hmm. The Christmas
didn't lead to world peace. But I will say that I when I watch those documentaries, that's something I kind of think about is what would happen if we were thrust into that mentality again today. I don't think the same thing would happen. It's like one of the big things, like, Britain called for 150,000 volunteers for World War I for a ground army. 2 million people showed up.
Damn.
And nowadays, I think if say the American government called for a measly 150,000 volunteers to go fight some evil force that we've determined is not in the right. Uh, maybe 150,000 volunteers would show up, but there'd be 2 million or 500,000 people that show up to go, you're not allowed to do this because and then we would just start fighting each other, and it would be a whole thing. I don't there and I don't know how I feel necessarily about that with this country. Back then, it was like it seemed like a different mentality because now, like, I'm kind of a hypocrite where I go, nationalism and patriotism, those are bad words. Those are terrible words to have in our vernacular because they just created an us versus them mentality, and we're the best, and that means that we say what we say is right and all these things, but it is interesting to go back and look at those things and go like there was a time where people banded together over a cause, and they didn't, like, there wasn't all this infighting the way that we have today.
Okay.
I'm going to shoehorn these documentaries into the show any way I can, all the time. You're just going to keep letting me talk. That's cool. I'll keep talking.
You know,
So there's this guy.
I need to do a better job at listening. I need to listen, get the opinions of the world, get the perspectives, and then put it into my
We're going to lose it again, I think.
Yeah, I think we are. You're right. Should we just call it a day?
Give it a second. Give it a second. Just hold your tots.
Well, let's say this, Rob. I got a kid that's whining. I'm not recording in the most ideal spot. I'm in the living room. That's the living space in which people should be able to live in right now. Your computer's glitching out. I got to get ready to go do some things. You got to get ready to do some things. We'll make this one a shorty. And we're just saying, I hope New Year's goes well. I hope the holidays treated you well. And let's hope 2024 isn't the miserable shit show that 2023 was, at least for me.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't that bad, but actually you had a rough go of it this last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll get better. I'm an optimist. I was thinking about this morning too, like the fact that, like, out here, New Year's, Christmas, these things mean nothing. Like nothing dies here, and there's no death and rebirth. There's no marked line that you cross over saying 1 year has ended and 1 year has begun. The birds go nowhere. The trees are grinding it out like the rest of us. They stay green all year round. The occasional rain is all you get to go like, oh, today is different from yesterday, and it's a weird thing. And I will say there's some kind of sadness in that, as opposed to the sadness of bleak winter. And well, what you have now is mud instead of snow, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
either way, like, you guys have the gray, like, this thing that's like, it's kind of this, we're hearkening into starting anew and going back to spring. So it's a hopeful time. It should be when you have that. When nothing changes, it's kind of, you have a different type of bleakness that comes with it, I think.
Yes.
I'm not okay. Let's end the episode.